Oh man, it's tough. It's very frustrating.
For the past 10 years,
yeah, I'm looking for something.
Dontrell Starks has been on a tough path to buying a bigger home for his family.
We live in Park Hill. There are 7 of us, and there's only 3 bedrooms. You know, and 2 of my children are autistic. My twins are autistic, so we need room.
When he was growing up, his grandparents lived in the nearby Whittier neighborhood, so he wanted to look for a house in the area.
I've always been looking. I've been looking for years. It just never works.
Stark says even though he has a credit score of 800, he's had difficulties securing a home loan.
It always comes down to you can't qualify for this, or the money that you have wasn't sitting in the bank long enough, or all these different excuses when we know what the real excuse is. It's because you're black.
We're here to talk to you today.
So he decided to apply for a new Metro Down Payment Assistance Social Equity program started by the city of Denver. The housing program gives down payment assistance of either $15,000 or $25,000 to qualified applicants who lived in or are descendants of families who have lived in the city's redline neighborhoods.
Redlining was an assessment of risk by banks and government institutions to say where was a safe or good investment. And unfortunately, those were very much categorized with race.
Britta Fisher is the city's Housing Stability Executive Director and says the program is targeted for people who lived in Denver's redline neighborhoods from 1938 to 2000. The goal is to help increase home ownership in communities of color.
Equity is a core value to the city of Denver, and we're making decisions with our budget and with programs like this to align our values and say that we no longer want race to predict housing outcomes.
To actually build a social equity program that rights a lot of those wrongs is always a step in the right direction.
Muriel Williams-Thompson is a broker at Town & Country Realty, one of the oldest black-owned real estate companies in the state. She says Colorado is below the national average when it comes to black home ownership.
Well, the gap in the home ownership rate nationally is about 30% when you're talking to black home ownership to white home ownership. Here in Colorado, that gap is actually larger.
Williams-Thompson is also the Denver chapter president of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, a black real estate group with a mission of equal housing opportunities for all. She says she's happy to see programs like this helping more people of color own homes.
So anytime that we can actually get another variation of what's needed and the tools that actually help people get into homes, there's always a win.
All 3 agree the program is a start to repairing some racial disparities.
And in actual reality, it's just not enough, but it is a good step. It's a good first step.
And the next leg in Dontrell's journey to give his family the room they need.
I'm working on it now, and I hope it works.
For 9 News,
I'm optimistic that it'll work.
I'm Byron Reed.